Welcome to Count Stacula on YouTube. Thanks so much for tuning in to another one of my videos. Today, we're finally selling some silver pores. Let's get right down to it. Alright, so basically I talked about selling some of my silver pores for the first time in the last video, and well, I ironed out a lot of the details that are necessary to get started with that. So I wanted to show off some of the pieces that we're going to start with. And one of the things that I had to do was create a bunch of COAs. And as we look here at this Pegasus stacker bar, this is one of the first ones that's going to go up on eBay. It is antiqued finish, and check it out. Here is the certificate that goes along with it. So it is, look at that mintage, y'all. Number 2 of 2 antiqued finish from 2023. So obviously these are extremely low mintage. I did not make a whole lot of them. Let's go take a look at that number there. As you can see, 2023, number 2. I have streamlined things a little bit for the 2024s, and I made it so that I don't have to stamp as much. Putting all those 2 zeros in front of the 2 was kind of ridiculous, considering that there were only 2 made. So yeah, as annoying stamping can be, I definitely eliminated some of the excessive stamping that's going on. But okay, so here's the COA, custom COA for each piece that is going, and it's going to come in this float box. These are a little bit tight. I might get a little bit bigger float boxes so that like some of the sides will be more visible down the line, but I do like that these are kind of direct fit for now. That's what it is. Let's take a look at the reverse. So here we find a little bit more information about the piece. And as you can see, it says 2D Pegasus concept art generated using Midjourney AI, the field pattern and 3D Pegasus sculpt created in Blender and produced using Lost Wax investment casting method by Count Stacula Zen Metals. So that is the name I've decided to go with for my creations here. And yeah, I'm not sure if I have mentioned exactly, you know, a lot of the process in which I make these, but I do use AI for some of them, but not for all of it. For example, I did generate a 2D image of this Pegasus creature, but I sculpted it in 3D myself. And also the pattern background, that was not created with AI. That was something unique that I did myself. Additionally, being a stacker, it is a reverse or inverse of the obverse. And so whereas this is high relief, this is in cues. Now that's definitely all me, definitely part of my own design, and it is not something that can be created with AI. Just so you know, I was hesitant to tell people that I use AI for some of my art, because then I was thinking that, you know, everybody would think that, oh, it's just all AI, when in fact it's definitely not. And in fact, a lot of it is done by me. Actually, all of it is done by me. I mean, I can take full credit for it, to be honest, because AI does very little, to be honest. Just a little bit of the concept art design and you know, 2D images, but I take it from there. So anyway, but I wanted to be straightforward about it, and no question, you know, no question about it. It's all written down on the COA. So that is that. But looking at the mintage, they're extremely low. Let's go over some of the other pieces that we're going to list for sale. Now, I showed the Pegasus first because that one, I've already taken the pictures for it. It's going to go listed on eBay the day of the release of this video, and that is going to be the first one. I'm going to list one new piece each day for consecutive 9 days, basically, because we got 9 pieces. So here's the next one, and that is the dolphin. And this has been beautifully rainbow toned. It's got just glorious color to it, which adds to the appeal on both sides. It's just amazing. It's, so FYI, taking it out of the capsule is not recommended, but look at that beautiful color. The reason why I say that is because if you want to retain this color, it's best not to expose it to air for any long period of time. But as you can see, it's a 2024 and it is #1. Looking at the reverse, the violets, blues, pinks, oranges on this is just phenomenal. One of the best rainbow tone pieces I've ever created. And that's purely like luck, I guess, but it is a really nice piece. I just want to show it off. Obviously the 2024s are looking a little bit better than the 2023s because I've been doing it longer. Let's take a look at the COA on this one. And it's called the Dolphin Tessellation. It is #1 of only 3, and it has been rainbow toned. Taking a look at the back, concept art generated with Midjourney, but the reverse tessellation and 3D sculpt created in Blender by yours truly. All right, so yeah, just so you know, like all of these patterns, I do those myself 100%, whereas these are sculpted from a 2D AI image. Usually, because I'm not that great at, I know my limitations. I'm not that great drawing, but I am pretty good at making patterns and things. However, that's not the case for all of them. For example, this skull, rum skull, that's what we're calling it. It's the rum skull. We're gonna get that COA out in a minute. It's also been rainbow toned. This piece is unique, and it has not used any AI actually to create it. It's all been sculpted in Blender. We'll take a look at that COA that tells a little bit more about it in a moment. But it is also unique in that it was early in the stamping, and I was using a large stamp and really whacking it pretty hard to get those numbers to show up. It is #2. But what I noticed is that those large stamps just don't, they don't work very well because essentially they can warp the piece. So I've switched over to the smaller stamps, even though they don't maybe look quite as good. So this is kind of one of a kind. The only one where I'm really using the large stamps, but it is uniquely rainbow toned. It's got some beautiful color to it. As you can see, it's really gorgeous. Even better out of the capsule. But let's read the COA. 3D sculpted in Blender, produced using Lost Wax gas. So no AI involved on this one. Again, it is, shit, I got the number wrong on this one. I'm gonna have to do it over again. This should say #2 of 3. So, dang, I messed up. Well, I'm glad I caught it. I'll fix that, and we'll get it sorted out by the time it gets out there. All right, moving on. In no particular order, we have the Dino Booty, also rainbow toned. I decided that, for this first series, I wanted to make sure that they had some cool finishes, so either rainbow toned or antiqued. I also do other finishes, and those are coming later. You know, we're gonna have 24 karat gold gilded versions. We're also gonna see some, you know, more like original satin type finishes like these ones later on perhaps, but personally like the antique stuff, so I think it adds a little character, a little class, giving it a professional finish, and the rainbow toning just looks so awesome. So especially under the right lighting, and this is not the most ideal lighting to capture the colors, to be honest. You got to see that outside in the sunlight to get the most out of it, but it is really an awesome piece. So this one, I believe it is number, let's check out the COA. Yeah, it is number 4 of 4 from 2024. And I can say confidently that all of these, the mintage is complete, because all of these pieces will not be, I'm not going to be making any more of them from these molds, okay? So, for example, I have others that I've already moved on to, for example, with this particular design. All right, so as I was saying, I've moved on to a different mold, and the new mold has the date on the coin, making it a completely different piece altogether. It also has extra text on the bottom. So this is number 4 of 4. And there are a few extra outliers of this design in the collection with different numbers, like number 1s, but those again look the same but are from different molds. There was a lot of experimentation going on in my initial phases, and I used this one as kind of a lot of the default experimentation, and therefore there's actually 3 number 1s for 2024, but they're from different molds, so just to remove some confusion. But this is the final design, and this is how I'm stamping them basically. So just a single number, that's it. That's all that is required now that the date is there. Just a single number for however many, and if we make it up to double digits, then it'll just be 2 numbers, and that's how I'm gonna do it from now on. Make my life a little bit easier. All right, so let's keep going. Let's take a look at what else is coming soon. So we've got another Pegasus, okay, and the Pegasus round with the antique finish. This is number 2 of 5 from 2023, only 5 minted. Okay, and then we have the sea turtle. This is a nice rainbow tone finish. This is number 2 of only 4 of 2023. Okay, and there you have it. Most of these are similar. It is a stacker though, yeah. All right, moving along. We have the Dragon Stacker Round from 2024, number 3 of 3. And these ones also, I have moved on because they don't include the date on them. I had to stamp the date. From now on, everything's gonna have the date already in on the mold, so we'll start back from 1 if we do make more of these with the date on them when I prepare a new mold. I haven't done that yet, but this is a stacker round, stacks really well. Okay, and we have the Skulls and Roses. This is number 4 of 5 in antiqued finish. It's the stacker. And we have the Lucky Dragon stacker. This is number 3 of 4 of 2023, and it's been rainbow toned, and it's looking awesome. So there we have it, the first 9. There might be some more coming soon, and yeah, gotta fix this one COA, but other than that, that is what you can look forward to. More finishes coming in the future, but for right now, this is basically antiqued and rainbow tone finishes. This is how the pieces are going to be sold. So I wanted to give you a heads up, and definitely take a look at my eBay store, because I'll be listing probably one per day. Let's talk a little bit about pricing, because I really kind of want to leave it up to demand, within reason. Obviously, these not being your typical mintage levels of like 25,000 that you guys are used to when buying from bullion dealers. Obviously, they're handcrafted and designed, and they take a lot of effort from start to finish. So the starting price on these auctions, individual auctions, will be roughly $129.99. There will not be a make offer button. It will just be a straight auction, at least for the first few, and see how things go. I think that's a very generous price, considering the mintage limits on these are extremely low, in the single digits, below 5. So yeah, let's bring that price up and see where it goes, because otherwise, if they don't, if they either don't sell, or if they just go for one bid or something, I don't know if I'll be listing them all, but we'll see what happens, and I'm willing to try it out, and I wanted to give you all a heads up. So thanks for watching. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Check out the links below if you're interested in my 3D printed boxes for your coin storage solutions. Definitely check out the eBay store at the time of the release of this video, and some consecutive days after, to have a chance at picking up one of these original pieces. Thanks so much for watching. This is Count Stacula. Peace.